Right, let's go live now to Ramallah. Let's just take a listen in to the Palestinian Foreign Affairs Minister Varsen Aghabekian giving a press conference on the international efforts to stop Israel's genocide.
However, our priority remains how to put an end to the ongoing genocide war on Gaza, how to halt starvation and famine within Gaza Strip, and also how to prevent Israel's attempt to forcibly transfer the entire population. This is the core of the deliberations to take place within the United Nations circles. The voice of the Palestinian people will be loud and clear within the walls of the United Nations. The whole world stands united behind the Palestinian cause, and we are doing what we can in order to rally the maximum number of states in order to support our right and our just cause, namely our right to liberation and self-determination. A number of states are going to declare their recognition of the Palestinian state. It will be a very important message. Above all, it is a message of hope to the Palestinian people, a message of hope for a free, independent, sovereign state. It is also yet another form of support to the Palestinian Liberation Authority, PLA. Also, it is an endorsement to the just cause and peace process, as the two-state solution is in reality workable. The recognition by states of the Palestinian state means that Israel has no sovereignty on the territories of our state. And on your behalf, I would like to extend a message of appreciation and gratitude to all the states who had already recognized the state of Palestine, those to announce their recognition, and also address those hesitant in order to take the move and go ahead with the recognition of the Palestinian state. The Israeli occupation is the root of all evils within the region. By the upcoming 10 states, about 152, which represents 82% of the entire world state, who will be in total recognition of the state of Palestine. Now I will speak in English.
Atrocities of World War II. You've seen these pictures, right? The never again. The never again was circulated everywhere. And never again meant that never again the atrocities committed in World War II will be committed again. So never again is not a slogan. It applies to all people, regardless of race, ethnicity, religion, and color. And it also applies to us in Palestine. And we will continue to say never again, and we will continue to call very loud to the halting of the brutal aggression we are already subjected to, whether on the Gaza Strip with the genocidal war, or on the West Bank with the unilateral violations committed against us on a daily basis. Today, Gaza burns. Today, Gaza is destroyed. Today, in Gaza, people are systematically murdered. And we are seeing this genocide unfolding in front of our eyes for the last 24 months. So for 2 years, Israel has carried a deliberate destruction of our geography and our demography. A genocide, yes, a genocide, and we need to continue saying it is a genocide and nothing else but a genocide against the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip. And it is a continuation of our Nakba. You've also seen these pictures circulating all over. The Nakba is continuing with even more brutal measures against the Palestinian people today. So it is not a rhetoric. Genocide is a reality, and it is documented by the minute. You are documenting it, all of you, by the minute. Israel's actions are a systematic assault on the very fabric of humanity, designed to erase the Palestinian people's existence, culture, and future. I want you to also remember those two photos, Hind Rajab and the car that received the hundreds of bullets that killed Hind Rajab. And this is a reflection of what is happening to every person in the Gaza Strip. Hind Rajab reflects the pain, the suffering, the agony, the brutality every single Palestinian is subjected to. And today, I wish that this is forever remembered. I also would like to thank, through you, Kawthar Ben Haniya, who directed the film Voice of Hind Rajab. And I would also like to thank the high-profile executive producers that coordinated in producing this very important film, including Juan Phoenix and Brad Pitt and many, many other high-profile names. I would also like to thank the courageousness of speaking out on the atrocities committed against the Palestinian people and the rights of the Palestinian people, of all journalists and every courageous human being in this globe. Today, legal experts and legal experts all over the world confirm the obvious, and they confirm what we have been saying for 2 years, that this is a genocide. Politicians and governments cannot any longer hide behind their hesitance to call it as it is. The term genocide is not political. It's not a political language. It is the only accurate legal framework for Israel's actions in the Gaza Strip. So we need to continue calling it as it is. Do not shy away from it. Today, one of the most leading bodies, the International Association of Genocide Scholars, which includes Jewish genocide scholars, adopted a resolution affirming that Israel's policies and actions in Gaza meet the legal definition of genocide under the 1948 UN Genocide Convention. Last week, the UN Independent Commission of Inquiry concluded also that Israel is committing genocidal acts against the Palestinian people. Now, the toll in Gaza is staggering, even if it was one person, two persons. But can you imagine over 65,000 Palestinians killed, over 166 injured, so many orphaned, and thousands with amputated limbs, including a record number of children. And this is not the exact number. The killings are much higher and the injuries are much higher. Even Israelis are coming forward and saying that the numbers might reach 300, 400,000. And you can imagine what that means. An average of 91 Palestinians have been brutally murdered throughout the 716 past days. 91 on the average. Those who are not killed by the indiscriminate bombing, shelling, and the bullets are killed because of starvation. Today we have around 500 Palestinians killed because of starvation. We have over 2,500 Palestinians killed queuing for food, again, as a result of starvation. And we have so many under the rubble. People are also killed because of forcible displacement. I mean, they are killed and bombed on the way trying to find a safe haven. And they are killed by sicknesses, especially with a decimated healthcare system that can barely meet the basic needs of the Palestinians, let alone the injured. So the ongoing destruction and mass killing is meant to dismantle our people's cultural, social, and physical existence, and equally our souls. Let's not forget the targeting of UNRWA and other international organizations in Gaza. Again, this targets their existence, their steadfastness, their survival, and thus our people's survival. It is also meant to intimidate any international voice or action standing with Gaza Strip. Denying you as journalists, denying international journalists to cover Gaza is also very telling. And it tells us very clearly that Israel is trying to silence the truth. And it has been for over 23 months. Today we send a message of gratitude and thankfulness to all the courageous journalists in Gaza. These journalists have given their lives, and the ones who are steadfast in Gaza are at risk of losing their lives. They are brave, they are very courageous, they are defending us. So thank you very much to all the steadfasting journalists. And may the souls of some 270 journalists that were brutally murdered in Gaza rest in peace. We have warned the world that a genocide is perpetrated in Gaza. We have been saying this in every meeting we have had. Our warnings were dismissed as exaggeration, as rhetoric, or lacking legal grounding. The international community today is under the obligation to speak out against the gravest of crimes, that of genocide. And we thank all those who have courageously come forward to say it as it is. Today, with overwhelming evidence that Israel is committing genocide, silence can only be construed as complicity. No one can continue to be silenced. Words, however, are not enough. The world is obliged to act through taking urgent and concrete measures to stop the destruction, to stop the annihilation, to stop the mass killing that is being unleashed against our people in the Gaza Strip. This genocide in the Gaza Strip is also coupled with ongoing aggression and violations on the West Bank, exposing Israel's real intention to keep the entire region in flames, ensuring perpetual instability and violence. In the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, as I'm sure you all know, we are subjected to forcible displacement, mass arbitrary detention, the destruction of our villages, cities, towns, and refugee camps, and the exploitation of our natural resources, and the piracy of our tax money. All of this, of course, is in an effort to crush us and undermine the Palestinian Authority.
All right, well, you've just been listening to Varsen Aghabekian, the Palestinian Foreign Affairs Minister there, talking about, of course, the situation, the genocide that is ongoing in Gaza, talking about the situation with Israel's occupation also of occupied territories in the West Bank and East Jerusalem.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.